All right, welcome back to our special live coverage of the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Poppy Harlow along with John Berman. And on the red carpet, we have CNN political strategist Amanda Carpenter and Simone Sanders, who are with us. Ladies, you look lovely. I want you both to react to what was just chanted at the president in Washington, Michigan, as he talked about diplomacy and the progress being made with North Korea. They started chanting Nobel, Nobel, as in Nobel Peace Prize. Amanda Carpenter, your thoughts?
Well, I do believe in the Ronald Reagan adage of trust but verify. But if we do prevent a nuclear war in North Korea from developing nuclear weapons, I think he's up for a Nobel Peace Prize. That would be a huge historic achievement. I think we're getting a little bit ahead of our skis, but I'm hopeful. I hope he does it, and if he does, I'd support that.
Simone?
Poppy, I think I was struck by the fact that Donald Trump took full credit for everything that happened, took full credit for the meeting between the two North Korean and South Korean presidents, when there is a lot of credit to go around. And I think it's still early in the game. So look, if Donald Trump himself is the reason that denuclearization happens in North Korea, then absolutely, I think he'd be well within his rights. But we don't even know if that's the case. Folks are currently talking about denuclearizing the demilitarizing and denuclearizing the DMZ, the line between North and South Korea. That's very different than getting rid of all the nukes.
Well, South Korea's foreign minister did say to our Christiane Amanpour, clearly credit goes to President Trump.
All right, guys, stand by, if you will, because there was another moment in the president's speech in Washington Township, Michigan, getting a lot of attention. He chose to talk about the Russia investigation and a major new development in that investigation. That the Russian lawyer who was at that Trump Tower meeting, Natalia Veselnitskaya, has admitted, has claimed she is a Russian informant. This is what the president just said about that.
Have you heard about the lawyer? For a year, a woman lawyer, she was like, oh, I know nothing, no. Now all of a sudden she supposedly is involved with government. You know why? If she did that, because Putin and the group said, you know, this Trump is killing us. Why don't you say that you're involved with government so that we can go and make their life in the United States even more chaotic? Look at what's happened. Look at how these politicians have fallen for this junk. Russian collusion. Give me a break.
All right, Phil Mudd, this is your portfolio. The president claims that Natalia Veselnitskaya is gaslighting, essentially, America by claiming she's an informant. Is that what's going on here?
Shut up. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you the question. Day 2, when you're in the Oval Office, after you go to the inauguration, you turn to your national security meeting and say, National Security Advisor, in that case Mike Flynn, who gets fired a few weeks later, sit down, bring in Department of Homeland Security, CIA, FBI, and give me the plan with state and local officials in the election process to prevent this kind of interference in the past. I have one single question. How many times has the President of the United States directed his national security team to give him a plan for preventing Russian interference in elections? All he talks about is himself. I want to know, how are you going to protect us, brother? How are you going to protect us? Never does he talk about that, ever.
Why, though, would she say she's an informant now? Is there any possibility that there is some kind of psychological warfare going on?
Oh, sure. I think there's two angles here. Angle one, which is wrong, she's an innocent going in wanting to talk about adoptions. Not so much. I don't think so. Angle two, she's an agent, she's a spy for the Russian government, and she's a sort of ex-KGB officer. I don't think so. I think what's happening is she's walking in, she's got cooperation contacts with the Russian government. She goes back and talks to them. And now I think the president's right. Russians are saying, including Putin, are saying, the president's brought down a little bit of a hammer. Maybe we're going to send him a message. Life ain't easy if you don't bring us a little love. I don't think he's wrong on this. I just think he needs to talk about how to protect us and not how to protect him.
All right, guys, we got to take a quick break. Phil Mudd's got to get his pen back, first of all. We got a lot more coverage ahead. The White House Correspondents' Dinner, the glitz, the glamour. You can see it right there on your screen. The president's still speaking in Michigan. Our special coverage continues right after this.